Back Row Ministry, the world premiere, Mr. Monkey coming back at you live and direct from the Key Optima Studios. So, I know a lot of people are going to be watching the basketball game tonight. And I know we talk a lot about rig sports and symbolism behind some of these games. Some of the brothers on YouTube and in the truth community actually break down symbolism. So breaking down the symbolism of this college basketball game was something that I saw people doing but not fully doing. So I said, let me look at this basketball game a little bit closer to kind of get the symbolism. Why are these two teams playing? I think Brother Yahi talks about the scapegoat and the ram. He talks a lot about the scapegoat and ram. I really don't have mastered that breakdown yet. There's something else I have to continue studying as I do these studies and trying to get an understanding of who's the scapegoat, who's the ram in certain situations. So let's talk about why Virginia's playing Texas. Why Virginia's playing Texas. Everything the elite do is more than just about one thing. And this is not a celebration of basketball. This is not a celebration of college sports. This is a celebration of slavery. And I want people, after I'm done with this video, if you do watch this video, get on your internet, use it for something more than just bullshit, and do some research. Virginia was the first state in 1619 to bring African Americans or Africans to the Americas, to the Jamestown colony. So, we talk about spirituality, we talk about the Bible, we talk about the beginning, which we call the Alpha. So Virginia in this case is the Alpha in this situation. So you look at the game, we have the Alpha, the beginning, which is 1619 when slavery began in America. Then we go to the other end of the spectrum when we talk about the Omega. And in the society, we talk about the Alpha and Omega, the beginning, the end. There has to be an end point to every story. Has to be an end point. So on June 19th, 1865, Texas became the Omega because Texas was the last state to abolish slavery. That's where you get the Juneteenth celebration from. So this is a ritual about the Alpha and Omega. Virginia versus Texas. The Alpha in America. Alpha and Omega. I apologize for that. But we talk about Texas as being... they're being praised for their defense because Texas defended slavery all the way to the end. Even after it was abolished, their slaves did not know that slavery had been abolished until June 19th of 1865. Therefore, you had the Juneteenth celebration, and that was celebrated by African Americans who had found out information months after that information had been given to everybody else by the state of Texas who defended slavery to the end. So this is a Alpha Omega celebration. And this is the sickness. They use African Americans to perpetuate these sick rituals because they're going to celebrate how they began and end slavery in this country. This society celebrate this chaotic time, this time of completions for the African and that part of our history where we were in bondage. Then, after we got out of that set of bondage, then they really began their true program of bondage was here. They're pretty much making us build the country from scratch for them. So, from slavery on, we've always been kind of implemented, my people have been implemented inside of these sick, sadistic rituals. We talk about a lot of rituals during slavery, a lot of rituals following slavery, a lot of the hangings, a lot of the time when you saw a black man being hanged, that was a ritual for the Klan society. Remember, the Klan is a secret society. So they have to do sacrifices and rituals too. Who better to sacrifice than a plethora of black men that you have running around there? You just grab one of them up and you do these sick rituals. Everything the Klan does is a ritual. So we're watching these rituals unfold, and the sickness is we applaud the ritual. That's the sick piece of African Americans. We don't study any of this stuff. We're not really trying to dissect why things are going on. No one's thinking, well, why Texas Tech? Why not Duke? Why not North Carolina? Why not a game that people want to watch? Well, to the society, this is a game they want to watch because this is a game that celebrates the completion, celebrates when they brought the African out of Africa, when they took us away from our home and brought us here into bondage and then left us here. And we've pretty much been stuck here for over 400 plus years. still trying to find our way, still trying to figure out who we are. We've been so diluted, we don't even know who we are anymore. But these are the sick things they do to us, and they make us perform their rituals. Some of these kids are innocent. A lot of them are innocent. Some of them know what they're about to get themselves into, but a lot of them don't know what they're going to get themselves into. So a lot of the numbers push towards Virginia. I don't really give a fuck how you guys feel about the game or what you do. If you want to bet on this bullshit, go ahead. But this is the reason why I haven't watched college basketball the whole season, why I pretty much have stopped watching sports. Most I do with sports is on my Xbox, because at least I have some control over what's going on. But as far as me watching sports, this is why I can't do it anymore. Because sickness like this continues. These mockings of the people. This is what we mean by the people being mocked. These are the mockings of the people. How they sit here and just mock us in our face. And we're so stupid, we're not seeing the mocking. They're mocking us. They're mocking African Americans. They're mocking other Americans who don't understand that these fools will celebrate anything. Anything is a celebration for them. Even the beginning and the end of slavery, the Alpha and Omega game. The beginning and the end. Everything has a completion point. 1 + 9, 10. That's why this game is going on in 2019. This was the completion of our history here. And everything is now pushing towards the African American. Like I say, they need us to start their revolt. They need us. They need our energy. They need us to build up so much negative energy that they can destroy this country. And we don't have to give in. But to be ordered to do that, first thing we need to do is really start opening our eyes and looking at what these folks are really trying to do and what messages they're trying to convey. Mr. Maki, Back Road Ministry, peace and hair grease. Turn the bullshit off, man. Don't watch that bullshit no more. Peace.